All right, class, this is going to be for lesson 3-6, where we will be solving inequalities by adding or subtracting. All right, we've been working on inequalities this whole time, so now we're actually going to solve for the value of the variable and then graph it. So let's start off with a simple equation, something like x plus 3 is greater than negative 5. Okay, our goal is to get the variable by itself, so we want to subtract the 3. Okay, think of this inequality as your basic equal sign, nothing fancy. These cancel. My x now falls down. The inequality sign falls down just like it is. And I'm going to add these up because they both have negative signs, means I keep the negative sign and I add them. So 5 plus 3 gives me 8. And that's your answer. But now we need to graph it, which means we need to put it on a number line. And this reads that x is greater than negative 8. Well, remember, this does not have the equal to option, so my circle is going to be open. And I know it's going to be anything larger than negative 8. So let me put negative 6, negative 4, negative 2, 0, 2. I'm good. All right? So it's going to be open circle because it does not have the option of an equal to. And my line's going to go in this direction. Again, following the direction that the inequality is facing. Okay? Pretty simple. All right, let's try another one. What if I have m minus 4 is greater than or equal to negative 2? Now, when you're solving these problems, just think of them as solving normal variable type problems where this would be an equal sign. Don't let the inequality throw you off. Go ahead and get rid of your 4 because we want the variable by itself. These cancel out. Our m falls down. Our inequality falls down. And we have negative 2 plus 4. Two opposite signs, so we're going to subtract. And we get 2. Now we have to graph it on a line. Now this reads that m is greater than or equal to 2. So I'm going to put down 2 way over here. So 2, excuse me. Try that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm good. I don't need to go any further. Now this is a closed circle because it has the equal to opportunity. So I'm going to close the circle. And it's anything larger than 2, which means it's going to go in this direction. Anything larger than the 2. And that's how you would graph that. Okay? Now let's try one that has maybe a fraction, because fractions always throw kids off for some reason. So let's go ahead and look at those. We have 5 3/4 is greater than n plus 1 1/4. All right, well, the first thing we want to do is get the variable by itself, so we need to subtract this 1/4. So we're going to subtract 1 1/4. What you do to one side, you do to the other. These cancel. The n falls down. Inequality falls down, and now we get to solve. So, thank goodness they have the same denominator, but if they didn't, you would just find one. And this becomes 3 take away 1 is going to give you 2 over 4. And then 5 take away 1 gives you 4. Okay, well, we can reduce this fraction down into 4 1/2 is greater than n. All right, so on a number line, what this looks like is I know it's going to be 4 1/2 is already as large as it'll go. So let me start over here with 4. Actually, I'll go ahead and do a 5 so you can see the half. 3, 2, 1, 0, negative 1. All right. Now this is a open circle because it's not an equal to. Now 4 1/2 is going to be between 4 and 5, so it's going to go right about here. And it's saying that 4 1/2 is greater than. So that means n has to be less than 4.5, which means it goes in this direction. It's less than 4.5. So it goes in that direction and give it a little arrow at the end. Okay? So hopefully this has helped you out a little bit for chapter lesson 3-6.